Welcome everybody. It is going to be oh, Loki. Alright, anyway guys, sorry, Moki did qualify for the tournament, apparently couldn't make it because of a family emergency. Very unfortunate. But now we're gonna see some very cool things. It is NOVAstalife, the Terran in the bottom, going up against vVvMurDeR, the Terran in the top right. It is gonna be a great game. Yeah, it's NOVAstalife. Turns out that he was toying around with the last game as he went Mass Raven. He went 3-port Raven, which is kind of really ridiculous, but murDeR did take a lot of damage. Stalife probably thinking he had a basically free win, but murDeR is not going to fall for that. But right now, Stalife did lose that last game, even though he was toying around with murDeR, which is kind of bad. Yeah, Stalife seems to just have wanted to use his excess gas in an interesting way. He's a very strong TVD player. This is the finals of the TQ Invitational. Winner of this game actually gets $75, and that's going to be pretty cool for them. vVvMurDeR, very strong player from vVv Gaming, which is definitely a team to check out. They've done some very cool things. They compete a lot in Clan Wars, and they're very strong. Titan is on that team as well. But really, I think Richard as well is on that team. But now Stalife doing something normal, Barracks, and then the Refinery. Same thing going down for murDeR. TVT is generally the same build order for the first couple of minutes of the game. We will see some deviation eventually, though. And these spawning positions are actually really going to be interesting. If anybody decides to push early, it will be quite strong. Metalopolis is the map. It was Stalife's pick as he did lose. And I'm very curious to see what murDeR is going to do specifically, because murDeR knows he was getting toyed around with in the last game. And that's got to be messing around with his head at the very least a little bit. So I'm very interesting. I'm probably going to guess that he's going to go for something like a Banshee build instead of a fast expansion. Something that's going to do well against crazy harassment from Stalife's Blue Flame Hellions if Stalife does decide to do the exact same thing again. Okay, Stalife's going down with another supply depot. Scouting around his main base, making sure the scouting SCV has left. And we do have murDeR possibly going for the exact same build as last game. Going for that reactor directly after that first Marine really lends me to believe that he might go for that fast expansion again, which would be very interesting in these spawning positions, as Stalife would be able to hit him very quickly and very efficiently. Stalife for the factory. We'll see if he's going to go for the Infernal Preigniter again. Might want to produce a tech lab on his barracks after this Marine. He does have the money for that. Reactor. Not going to go for the tech lab, going for the reactor, so we might see reactored Hellions without the Infernal Preigniter. And there murDeR, yeah, again, going for that really fast command center. He really likes that fast expansion. We'll see if he actually expands with it, though. He might just keep it in his main base, get the double SCVs, get the better economy, and just protect a smaller area instead of the full, very open natural expansion of Metalopolis. Okay, now, Star Program now for Stalife. Very generic 1-1-1 build. We might end up seeing normal tank Viking from him. Tech Lab's going to be put on the factory, which means that it might not be just tanks. It could just be floating off the factory, floating on the starport, and going for the Banshees. However, with the amount of time left on this starport, it might just be a tank that gets built. Except, no, my first guess was right. Looks like we will be seeing Banshees. Alright, so Stalife's going to get some harassment done onto murDeR. murDeR's command center is just about done, and having this double command center is really going to help him against Banshees, because he will be able to replenish SCVs very quickly. And there is the starport going down, and the Banshee gets produced immediately. Will he get Cloak? I doubt it. Usually you get that into the build order. And he's going to be able to take off that SCV, just kill it immediately. There goes murDeR's sky formation over there. Good spread of Marines up here at the front, going to cover his bases from any Hellions that try to poke up the ramp. But now here we go. Barracks are going down. Tech Lab on that. murDeR is really going for that heavy bio play. You can probably get +1 whip. There's the +1 weapons. Very good. Going to try and be as effective as he possibly can. Tank Viking can be beaten by MMM. It takes micro, it takes a good amount of knowledge, good amount of versatility, maneuverability, and micro to snipe the tanks with the Marauders, try and get good positioning and spreads with the Marines and everything. And Stalife is building a bunker over here, right outside of murDeR's base. Interestingly enough, going to try and go for a contain, it seems. There we go. Stalife does have a tank coming out. He did get a tech lab onto the factory. We'll see if he can get siege mode anytime soon. But he does have 400 minerals. Might want to get an expansion up. He does have an SCV over here doing nothing. There's the expansion. Now, Murder does not have his expansion out, and there is a Banshee getting thwarted by a missile turret smack in the middle of the narrow line. It is very predictable to go, oh, whoa, look at that. There we go. Banshee strategies are very predictable as they're very popular. So you can just get a blind missile turret and generally be okay. But look at this. Murder is going to go for a push out with the SCVs and Marines, but the SCVs are behind the Marines. That is a crucial mistake. StarCraft can just go into the bunker now, micro away his siege tank, and deal a ton of damage. Murder is getting a full surround with those SCVs on the bunker, but that is... Wow, StarLife just got crushed with his attempt at a contain, but he killed a lot of SCVs. That tank is still alive, and now StarLife is way ahead in SCV count. This siege tank is doing a lot of damage. It does lose its life, but Murder, I don't know if that bust was worth it. He did a lot of damage, but took even more. StarLife is now in a very commanding lead. StarLife has 44 food to the 32 food of Murder. Murder is very low in the SCV count compared to StarLife, 29 to 19. StarLife is looking good. Okay, and look at this. We do have, did he cancel infantry weapons upgrade, or did that still just going from the original one? Because I think it was that little time had passed in a little stint. But still, StarLife is getting ready. He's got this siege tank out there. He does have siege mode, and there is the siege. And oh, Blur pulling back just in time. If he had tried to push in there, he would have lost everything. But look at this. StarLife is about to have his second orbital command out. Murder is going to expand at the exact same time. But here we go. A little bit of moving out with these Marines. Murder might try and go for a surround, but that's not going to work very well with the siege tank over there. In fact, the two siege tanks with great positioning. Now, StarLife does have this Banshee that's going to go down. It does get scanned, but I don't think StarLife has Cloak. StarLife is not a Cloak, but that Banshee got scanned anyway. Interesting. Okay, so now we have all of these units here. They did stim to take out that Banshee, which is very unnecessary. And look at that, all those Marines are in the yellow. That is a very significant thing. They do have 35 health, and look at this damage, 35 health from those Crucio shot cannons. That is immediate death to those stimmed Marines. That's a really important statistic to know. If you're going to go in the whole mass StarCraft thing, know those kind of things. Know that +1 weapons upgrades on Zealots. If that weapons upgrade is one more than the Carapace upgrade of the Zerglings, then those Zerglings die into 2 hits, the Zealots, instead of the 3 hits that they normally would. Okay, StarLife is moving out, and oh, Murder is going for a little bit of an all-in, and or not, as he pulls right back. Interesting. So Murder's just going to continue to spread, and oh, look at this. StarLife's going to catch me out of position, and Siege Tank, Siege Up get a few hits on those Marines, and now the SCVs are being pulled, yet not pulled again. Those SCVs are going to go ahead and die, and StarLife's going to say, siege up those siege tanks. StarLife has so many siege tanks that those Marines are all going to die instantaneously. Mule goes down, StarLife still has all of these things, and there's GG from Murder. So StarLife is now evened out to 1-1, and it's going to be Murder's choice for next map.